adapted from what scholars believe may have been the first of many stories about the legendary English outlaw Robin Hood. The stories of Robin Hood, the knight, and the abbot of St. Mary's were first recorded in the Jest of Robin Hood, a long poem composed in the 15th century, perhaps as early as 1400. This is one of the first written versions of the story. Scholars believe, however, that the stories of the legendary Prince of Thieves were being told about 200 years earlier. Our play opens in the late 12th century, deep inside Sherwood Forest, Nottinghamshire, England.
Robin Hood and his merry band of men rested in their favorite spot beneath the greenwood tree.
Aarmila upstairs.
My stomach tells me it is time to eat, but my mind says it is not.
Come, master, we will have fish, venison, and grape juice.
I cannot dine until I have a strange and unknown guest to dine with.
A wealthy guest?
Of course, a guest who can pay for the best.
Say no more, master. I will go as much and Will Scarlet to find you.
I shall have the banquet waiting.
Little John Much and Will Scarlet grabbed their bows and arrows and left the forest in search of a wealthy guest.
Little John Much and Will Scarlet hid behind some trees to watch the road. They saw nothing but honest working people, plowsmen, quarrymen, swineherds, shepherds, and the like, all returning home from a hard day's work. They had been there for several hours. Evening was coming. It was getting cold and dark.
How I long for the fireside and a nice warm meeting.
I add my voice to yours.
And I add mine, but duty is duty. Let us wait a while.
A fine rain began to fall.
Let us go before we are soaked through.
Wait, look there. Someone on horseback. That is our guest.
The three outlaws were to man right toward them in the fading light. He wore a knight's clothes, though they were quite worn, and rode a worn-out horse. It was impossible to see the man's face. He hung his head and rested his chin on his chest.
Is that a knight?
So he is truly, sir.
I know not which is sadder, his ragged clothes or his ragged horse.
Let us bring him back to dine with us. If appearance is deceived, we shall all be richer before long. If not, this man needs a good meal and his horse a good rest.
Little John stepped out from behind the tree and grabbed the knight's horse by the bridle.
Who are you? What do you wish from me?
Welcome, sir, to the Sherwood Forest, and greetings from my master,
Who is your master?
Robin Hood.
I've heard much about Robin Hood.
Now you shall get to meet him. You shall dine with us tonight in the Sherwood Forest.
Wait, I'm a poor guest. Poor in spirits. Poor in worldly goods.
That is your matter.
Besides, you and your horse are cold and wet.
You must also be hungry. Robin Hood will generously feed both horse and rider. But the matter is settled.
Robin Hood stood to greet his men and his guests.
Welcome to the Sherwood Forest. Come, the feast is spread, and my men will take care of your horse.
I am Sir Richard of the Lee. You must be Robin Hood.
You've heard of me?
Yes.
Some call me a good fellow, some call me a thief.
Right now, I only know to call you Robin Hood.
That is true. Now come dine with me.
Robin Hood, Sir Richard, and Robin's men feasted on roast venison, roast pork, and eels boiled in oil. For dessert, they had cheese, nuts, apples, plums, and peaches, and they washed it all down with grape juice. Sir Richard smiled at Robin Hood when they finished.
Thank you, sir. I have not eaten so well for a long time.
I'm glad you've eaten well, but here it is our custom to have the guests pay for their meal. Now, Sir Richard, what money do you have about you?
I should not be ashamed, but I am. I tell you the truth, that I have but 10 shillings, and that is all the money that Sir Richard of the Lee has in all the land.
By your leave, Little John had best have a look all the same.
Robin Hood nodded at Little John, who stood to perform his familiar ritual. He checked the guest's purse, cloak pockets, and saddlebags. 10 shillings was all he found.
You're an honest knight, but how have you come to be so poor? Have you no castle, lands, or cattle?
A year ago I had, but ill luck befell me.
Perhaps I can help. Will you tell me more?
I have a son. He's just 20 years old. Last year, he killed a man in a joust. My son was not to blame, but the man he had killed had been powerful, and his kinsman had my son thrown into prison. I paid all the money I had to ransom him, but yet it was not enough. The sheriff said I still needed 400 pounds more.
What did you do?
I went to St. Mary's Abbey in York. I knew the abbot there.
A man ungodly, greedy, and proud.
Yes, but wealthy. The abbey swims in gold.
Did the abbot help you? Did you set free?
Yes and yes, but
Go on.
the abbot's terms were harsh. He gave me but 1 year to repay the 400 pounds, or he stripped me of my castle, my land, and my cattle.
And now the year's up.
Yes, but I fear I cannot pay. When your men stopped me, I was on my way to St. Mary's Abbey to beg for a few months' grace, but I fear I shall not pay.
You never will. I know that abbot well. He does not have a kind bone in his whole body. Have you no friends who are wealthy?
Well, I was rich. I had many friends, but no more. Now I have no friends.
Many have found Robinhood a friend in their troubles. Will, go to the strong box and get your friend 400 pounds, a suit of clothing, and a horse. You will need them in the morning.
I cannot speak my thanks. Tell me, when will I repay you?
12 months from today. Here, under the greenwich.
In a year then, friend.
To sleep now, everyone to sleep, for it is late, and we must get up early to see our friend off.
But wait, he cannot ride unattended. Who has ever heard of a knight without a squire?
You're right, little John. And the job shall be yours.
Imagine that. Squire, 6 feet, 7 inches tall.
Will Scarlet brought Sir Richard the 400 pounds, new clothes, and a strong, handsome horse.
Thank you. I'll ride this horse with joy on my long journeys.
Sir Richard put the money in his saddlebags. Then he wrapped the good clothes in a bundle and put them on his horse.
Will you not wear the fine clothes?
I'd rather travel poorly clad.
But why?
I'd like to test the abbot's charity before I go to pay my debt.
That is a great idea. Let me go put on some old ragged clothes. Then we'll be off.
While Little John changed, Sir Richard and Robin Hood said their goodbyes.
I will forever remember your kindness.
Go, good gentlemen. I look forward to seeing you in 12 months' time.
Sir Richard and Little John set off on their long journey to York and St. Mary's Abbey.
A merry feast was taking place inside the abbey.
Today is the day Sir Richard's lands become mine.
And what a fine estate it is.
Are you sure, Lord Abbot, that he'll be unable to pay his debt?
Yes, I have secretly watched him this past year, and I know he has no money to repay me.
Think?
What is it? Speak up.
I think you're wrong, Sir Richard. See his castle, lands, and humble himself.
You burn me like a flame in my beard. Save your breath. I wonder, will he keep the stay?
He may arrive here yet. Still an hour for winter.
He will not come, but never fear. We will find a way to get his lands from him.
Sir Richard and Little John tied their horses to an iron ring in the abbey wall. Then they knocked on the gate. The porter answered.
Yes? I'd like to see the abbot.
If it is food and shelter you seek,
Please tell the abbot that Sir Richard of the Lee is here to see him.
Sir Richard? Come with me. Sir Richard followed the porter into the main hall.
Sir Richard walked directly up to where the abbot was sitting and fell to his knees.
Good abbot, I am here to keep my day.
have you brought my money?
Alas, I have not so much as a penny upon my body.
Then your land, your castle, and your cattle all belong to me.
I ask a few months' grace. I have had bad luck.
Not a half day more.
I beg your mercy. Please do not strip me of my lands and reduce a true knight to poverty. You are a man of law. Won't you help me in my time of need?
This is no business of mine, but maybe I can help. Won't you ease some
some of his debts, Lord Abbot. Pay me 300 pounds and I will give you quintance of your debt.
You know, Lord Abbot, it is as easy for me to pay 400 pounds as it is 300. Won't you give me more time to pay my debt?
No, not another day.
You'll do no more for me?
Enough! Either release your lands or pay your debts and be gone from my home.
Abbot, you are a false, lying priest. You and your moms befoul your habits in the holy name you bear.
Get out of my hall or I will call my man.
Do not bother. I will call my man instead.
Sir Richard raised a horn to his lips and blew. Little John lumbered into the room, carrying a large leather bag which he handed to Sir Richard. The knight turned it over and emptied a pile of gold money onto the table in front of the abbot.
You know, Lord Abbot, you promised me quintance of my debt for 300 pounds. I will not pay 1 penny more. Now, Lord Abbot, I have paid my dues. I will now leave this place.
Now I know your face as well as your heart. I hope we meet again in the Sherwood Forest.
Little John Much and Will Scarlet were once again looking for a guest to bring back to the Greenwood. The road was quiet.
I wonder if we shall see Sir Richard pass this way on his way to forest. I hope this year has been good to you.
Hush, I see our debt. It looks like you can pay us well.
The men watched as a monk approached, leading 7 pack horses and guided by 50 men.
Loosen your sword.
We're only 3. I fear we will lose twice.
Bend your bows. That monk leads the band. I met him at St. Mary's Abbey.
Little John Much and Will Scarlet stepped in front of the cellar with their bows drawn.
Stop, you false monk, or we will let these arrows fly.
The cellarer stopped and quickly looked for help, but his guards, upon seeing Robin Hood's men, had fled.
Come, my master is waiting.
The cellar was too frightened and angry to speak. He let Little John and the others lead him back into the forest.
Little John led the monk to Robin Hood.
I have brought you a gift from St. Mary's Abbey.
So you are from St. Mary's. What is your office? I am the cellar. I live to be grateful. Hi, cellar. I welcome you. Come, eat, drink. I think you will enjoy our grape juice.
The cellarer's trembling did not prevent him from gobbling down a good amount of food and washing it down with plenty of Robin's best grape juice.
You have eaten well. Now it's time to settle our accounts.
What accounts?
Surely you are here to settle Sir Richard's debt.
I know not what you have.
Then what have you, sir, in your saddlebag?
I have plenty money to see me.
If that is all, I shall not touch 1 shilling. But if you have lied, high cellar, your deceit will cost you dear.
Little John emptied the monk's saddlebags on the ground. They contained 800 pounds of silver and gold.
Thank you, high cellar. Tell your abbot that he has paid Sir Richard's debt twice over. But if you have told the truth, he would only have to pay it once. Now go.
The cellar climbed back on his horse. Leaving all that he had brought with him behind, was led back to the highway.
Sir Richard came to Sherwood Forest, he found Robin Hood and his men resting under the greenwood trees.
I come to pay the 400 pounds, the money I borrowed from you 1 year ago this very day.
Keep your money. You owe me nothing. It has to pay off by interest from the seller of St. Mary's.
Robin Hood went on to tell Sir Richard of the first day's guest.
That is a wonderful story. But tell me, won't you take my gold?
I can never take money twice.
Robin Hood looked at the wagon Sir Richard brought with him. It was piled high with bows, bowstrings, and arrows.
What are all these bows and arrows?
These are my humble gifts to you. 100 bows of the finest yew, each with bowstrings twisted by my wife and her maids. 100 leather quivers, and inside each quiver, a score of shafts, each feathered with the plumes of peacocks.
Robin Hood pulled one of the bows from the wagon and admired it.
I accept your gift with all my heart.
I must return now before my lady begins to worry.
If you're ever in need of a friend, you have one here, under the greenwood tree.
That I know. If ever you are in need, come to me and my lady. The walls of Castle Lee will be battered down before I let harm befall you.
Robin Hood nodded his thanks. Then, at the edge of Sherwood, Sir Richard said goodbye to Robin Hood.
I am one who says Robin Hood is a good fellow.
Robin clasped Sir Richard's hand. The knight smiled at his friend, turned onto the King's Highway, and was gone.
The end.
Aşağısında bozdurun onu.